Now, while we are at it, you know, you can ask any questions. By the way, what happened, what not, why this, why that. You have the freedom of the IPC.
I think before you give the freedom, I've got to say a few things.
All right,
before you hand over the
right.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I declare that there is none worthy of worship but Allah, and I bear witness that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is his messenger. I begin with the universal Islamic greeting of peace. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
It is for me and the IPCI a distinct privilege and pleasure to be able to welcome the Durban Business Professional Women's Club and its president, Barbara Todd, here this afternoon. We know that as professional people, it's not easy for you people to find the time, so we are highly appreciative of the time that you have taken to be with us. When we invited you people out, we would like you to bear in mind it was in the spirit of the changing South Africa. For too long, political, ideological, cultural, religious barriers have kept us apart. And today, whilst our leaders, like Dr. Mandela, Dr. Buthelezi, and President de Klerk, are wrestling with the complexities of the South African problem, to find this new South Africa, the initiative has got to come at our level to meet, to transcend these barriers, to be able to understand what makes each of us South Africans from different groups tick. See, a new South Africa is not going to come about by the signing of some paper and putting up a sign that says under new management. It's still got to be worked at, attitudes, etc. has got to be changed. And we believe that this type of initiative, especially your group, which is in South Africa now for over 43 years and is represented in over 60 countries and has advisory status to the United Nations, you have a tremendous role to play. And we are aware of how strong the women's lobby is, because the French have a saying that the women control everything because they control those that control everything. So on that basis, in that spirit, we would like to welcome you here today. Under a banner of openness and candor, we're not going to have formalities. We don't have any agendas hidden and otherwise. So on behalf of the President of the IPCI, Mr. Deedat, its staff members, its trustees, and over 1 billion Muslims all over the world, in a true spirit of brotherhood, friendship, we would like to welcome you here today. We are going to have lunch. During lunch and after lunch, the floor is open to ask as many questions, suggestions, ideas, any contributions you may have. We will even welcome your criticisms. And at the end of lunch, we have some mementos for you to take away, and including, as I said, that won't be ready now, obviously, because it's being shot, but sometimes next week, through your president, we will make available to you a video recording of this occasion here today, which in my mind is a historic one. We would also like to impose upon your president at the end of the session by asking her to say a few words, if you don't mind. With that, I say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, and I think we will eat. Thank
Meaning, in the name of God, get started. let me give the lead. Yes, go ahead. We people from the East generally start with the pudding. You know, you Westerners, you end with the pudding, we begin with the pudding. There's a philosophy behind that as well. You know? Yes.
Yeah.
We start with sweets, you people end with sweets. No, there is no religious significance.
Oh, isn't it?
No, except that in our minds, you see, this is more polite and cultured to have your head covered. Like the Westerner, in his culture, you see, you must take off your hat to show respect.
Yes.
For example, if an African wants a job and says, Sagbona Mrs. Sagbona Funam Sabenzo, and he's got a hat on or a cap on, there's no chance of him getting a job. He said, this guy is, disrespect. But he says, he takes her down and says, Sagbona Mrs. He's got a chance. So, to us now, this is, more, this is respectful. And to the Westerner, it's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. You think this way is respectful and we think this way is respectful. There's no religious significance.